Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Welcome, everybody. We have a very exciting episode today. We have John. You guys know him as RICANHAVOC on the internet. This is technically our second show where we've had guests come on and bring their own footage. Anthony was our first one that we did. So we're doing a little bit of a different episode today. We're not going to be watching a bunch of TikTok videos. We're going to be watching all of John's videos and deep diving into them to see what we think about what's going on and if we can help him, maybe try to get to the bottom of some of these videos. Maybe not all of them, maybe all of them. Who knows? We'll see how it goes.
That's the plan. How are you doing? How are you doing, John?
I'm all right. I'm good.
Cool.
Pretty good.
Nice.
Hanging in there. How's everybody else?
Doing
Great. Beautiful
so
Thursday.
Good.
How's everyone in the chat doing?
You know what?
That's
You guys are getting giving us good feedback. I'm happy that you guys like that intro video. It's always cool and people are excited for that.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, that was a good tune as well. I like that.
That's a great
I agree.
vibe.
I love mixing that like spooky with a little bit of trap vibe. It's just so fun. It's like it gets me all excited. I'm very excited to see John's videos today. I think we should start with a little bit of background. I'd like to ask you, I know that you're an experiencer, right? Do you want to talk a little bit about when that started for you and how it started for you?
Sure. It started in 1995 when I was 15. I had an abduction. Well, I think I had an abduction, but I seen two grays looking into my window while I was sitting in bed. And, I was pretty much staring, like having a staring contest with one of them. So I got an extremely detailed look of it. And then I kind of threw my blankets over myself because I was scared as shit. And I woke up the next day hanging off my couch with my clothes on backwards and a huge scar on my back. No, excuse me, a huge scab on my back. And that's when it all began. And it's been intense ever since. It's been a nonstop.
Was your bedroom upstairs or downstairs?
It was on the second floor, and what they were doing was they were standing on the roof of a first floor porch that was outside my window. So
okay, yeah, I see.
Yeah.
So they're like 3.5, 4 foot tall at the most. I actually took a picture of that house and the roof to kind of judge how tall they were. So that's when it started.
Oh, smart.
Yeah,
that was pretty smart.
Man, you were 15. So what are you in, like 7th, 8th grade? Is that about right for 15-year-olds?
I think 10th. I was in high school. I think I was in 10th grade.
I was like, probably like
my first year of high school.
Yeah, first year of high
very
school.
off.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Very off. That's so hard. That's like such a crazy time as an adolescent, being catapulted already into high school, and then you add that on top of it. Man.
Yeah, it was insane.
When did you start recording or taking like notes or documenting your experiences as they were happening? Is that something more recent, or did you start doing that earlier on?
No, I started that 2 years ago.
Okay.
It's fairly recent.
And
before that, I would never have done it.
Was there a certain event that happened that kind of like forced you to start, really documenting the things that were happening to you? Or was it just kind of like on a whim, you were like, all right, I got to start recording this?
Well, for the first time ever, I did an interview on YouTube, which was like the first time I ever spoke about it. I went on to Alien Addict and did my very first interview. And then after that, I did a couple more, and people kept saying, buy a camera. And, I was scared to do it. I got to be honest. I didn't want to. But eventually I was just like, fuck it, like $35 camera on Amazon. And I knew I was going to record something, but I thought it was going to be more of like an abduction type thing, which I never got on camera. But I started getting everything else, like orbs and shadow people and demons and ghosts, human heads flying around. And the reason I can say that with confidence is because I have video of it. I have video of everything that I claim. So we're going to look at it today for sure. But I wasn't expecting that. And I'm not into ufology either. I kind of stayed away from it. And I kind of was forced into it, I guess, at that point. But it's been a hell of a ride, but it's still happening to this day. My last video was a few days ago, and I got a UFO for the first time, a triangle, a couple of days ago. I'm going to look at that later, too. So,
okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
Do you have friends and family that know this, that I've seen footage or anything? No.
I'm trying to fly under the radar at the moment.
I get you.
I should have done it earlier, but at this point, there's just so much to unload.
For sure.
And besides, like, the past couple of years have been rough for everybody. So, giving someone bad information, it's not a good time. You know what I'm saying? People are dealing with a lot of stuff.
For sure.
So.
Family's always the hardest person, and I feel like they're always the last actually to learn, because those are the people that have known you your whole life, and you assume like, oh my God, they're gonna think I'm just crazy, or it's funny how it's so much easier to open up to strangers sometimes than the people that you've been surrounded by.
They found one video actually on YouTube. And they asked me if I was like crazy or something like that.
What am I supposed to say to that? Yes.
I know.
I was like so mad. I was just like, Jesus Christ. But it is what it is. Anyway. So I'm trying to like investigate and hide it at the same time.
I get you. I feel like that's how it starts for a lot of people when they have experiences. It's like they're very much afraid to come forward and even admit that they're having them, but they're so curious about it. And so it's like it's this double-edged sword. You pull them back and forth between yourself because you want answers, but you also don't want anyone else to know that you want answers.
Like I'm staying with them now, and I'm seeing stuff here every day. It's crazy.
Do you think they'll eventually maybe see things because you're there?
No, because it happens around them. They're oblivious. I'm just sitting on the couch, just like, what the fuck? Like one time at once, like 4 shadow people just popped up out of different corners around me at once. And we're all watching TV, and I'm like, trying to keep my cool. I'm looking around. I'm like, what the fuck? They're, I guess I can't see. And I'm like, wow.
That happens a lot, though. Some people either, I think it's like some people will be like, oh, it's your third eye. You can see things. But there's definitely some people that are so blocked off to this kind of world that they literally, I don't think they will ever be able to see it until they really open up their mind to it and be open to the fact that there are things in front of us that we cannot see. I have a question about the shadow people, actually, for everyone, but I'll ask John first. Do you think that the shadow people really are just kind of an in-between entity, or do you think that they are like a demon or a cryptid? Because I keep seeing them identified lately as a cryptid, and I always think cryptids are like more animal, more fleshy. I don't know. Like, do you have an opinion on what you think the shadow people are?
Yeah, I do. I think there's something that's like kind of in between dimensions, possibly. And I have video of that too. Look at that as well. And I try to base all my opinions off my own footage and what I see, and they look like they're kind of half in, half out. Now, there's one time I seen one that looked 100% like a human, like a blacked out human. I could see the hair and the details of the outside of the shirt and the pants. It was like standing over my bed. It looked like a shadow person, but it was very detailed. So I don't know what the hell that was.
That would give me an anxiety attack.
Yeah. But they're all type. They're 3 foot tall, 8 foot tall. I've seen every height you can imagine. They're all different sizes, but yeah, I think they're in between dimensions, kind of half phased in.
So this is already, I think, a little heavy. Yeah.
We haven't done the one thing.
I was gonna say, before we get into our videos and get into it, why don't we go ahead?
That's what I was going for, guys. I was gonna say, for even though this is heavy, we have to start with our Pledge of Allegiance so we can all get ourselves in a good mood, and then we'll dive into this. All
right, you guys ready?
I like that.
All right.
Back to business.
Loosey goosies.
There we go. I feel better now.
Yeah.
It's gone.
John told me, like, that's a little weird. I'm out of here now.
He's like, wow, the Bigfoot dancing. Wow,
what just happened here?
So scientific. This is a super serious science show.
Okay, no, this is a super serious science show.
Super serious science show.
Sorry about that.
You're good.
That's pretty cool. I like that.
We're here for the good vibes. So even though we're serious, we have to throw in a little bit of good vibe out there. A little bit. So we can keep everyone a little bit, keep your spirits up. This is some heavy shit that we deal with, especially John. This is very heavy shit that you're dealing with. And, so we have to try our best to still see the light of life. So do you guys would you like us to show the videos that you sent us first, or do you want to start with anything in particular, John?
Yeah, I think you guys should have a video that it looks pretty much all blacked out. Has a couple dots. If you guys have that video, that's the most recent one.
Okay.
And, if you want, you guys can kind of look through that on your own if you want before I tell you what's really going on in there. If you want to take a look.
All right,
first.
Let's watch it before we. Okay, that sounds good.
What's the title?
What happened?
What's it called?
I have no idea.
1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm just kidding.
Okay. Should I just play one and then you can talk us through it and we'll just go from there?
Yeah, sorry about that. A little unorganized.
Okay.
My whole computer's like that. My hard drive and everything.
Oh, mine too. It's a mess.
We're going to start off
this one
pretty strong right off the bat. Yeah, so this is a video where I believe there's Men in Black looking into my living room window. I've watched this video like 100 times. So you're going to see that I'm sleeping on the couch. And the right part of the window, you're going to see like a face appear, like a white face. And you're going to see it kind of like morph a little bit. It's so weird. I had to zoom all the way in and to really get a good look at this. But he has like a hat on, and you'll see a light on the brim of his hat appear, and it will spin around the brim of his hat and do like a 360, and then he disappears. And behind him, there's a black car with a guy in like a black trench coat, like smoking a cigarette after that guy disappeared. Now I tried to get my landlord's footage to, match it up, and his video showed nothing at all during this time. And we sat together and looked through this. I know it's hard to see right now, but if you're able to zoom in and watch this video close up, you'll be able to see what I'm saying. But the whole time this thing's looking into my window, it's not looking at me at all. It's looking directly at the camera.
Okay,
so I went outside to measure to see how tall my window is, and the top of my head doesn't even reach my sill. So whatever looking in had to have been 7.5 foot tall. Yeah. And you can also see zoomed in, like it had real broad shoulders. It had like a trench coat on and a hat. It's crazy. I feel so weird like having to say that, but that's what I see in the video. I just call it how I see it, I think it's nuts.
Do you know how to zoom in, Kari? Is that something?
I'm trying to get a freeze frame so I can zoom in.
Okay.
Yeah, she's trying to slow it down.
Mm-hmm.
I can zoom into just the window.
I'm going to put a link in the private chat. I actually made a video of me in 360 mode, zoomed all the way into the window
there we go.
to get a better look.
Okay, so I open the paint.
Zip it.
And
then I can show you guys the
program.
video after.
That's what we need, Kari. It's not you could do it in After Effects. You could do it in Paint.
Hey, paint is where most of us started, right?
Seriously, I remember doing Paint.
I was so bad at it, you guys. I was so bad at it.
So am I. I'm not an artist at all. I can make memes.
Let me share my screen.
Yeah, share the other one.
I found a good freeze frame where there's contrast with the figure and a passing car. And now we're going to zoom in.
And you were sleeping?
Yeah.
It looks like they were holding like a camcorder or something. It's definitely weird.
Yeah. That would make me paranoid. I'd always keep my window. Do you leave your blinds up now, or do you now put them down?
Always leave it down. I put a link in the private chat of a video I made where I zoomed in like really, really close.
Oh, to this one? Okay. Kari, you want to click that?
Yeah.
If you just play that through, that will give you guys a better. I just want you guys to at least kind of see what I see.
Yeah.
Obviously, you don't have to agree, but.
No, let's see it. I honestly can't see it at all, but I'm also very blind, so I want to see the more zoomed in version that you have. So
I think I can do it too, you guys. I mean, I'll show you how zoomed up I can get, and then we'll compare.
Okay, so that's the face right there. Boom, it starts.
It's a 360 video.
Yeah, there's the option in the Windows Media Player I used to convert it. So you'll see the white face appear on the right side. Right there, that's the face.
That looks like it's in a different spot to the other video.
Let's see. It probably has. Well, there's two people, right? There's like one guy, and then
you don't see the second guy
the camera
until
like in a different place.
No. This is actual a mode you can put the video in. Like it just converted it to 360. It's the same video, but that's the face right there. And when cars drive by, it disappears, and you'll see it come back, and like it'll morph like into like this weird white face. I don't even know how I found this. It's crazy. Like it'll come back right soon. And it looks like it has glasses on too. It's crazy. You see right there, see the shoulders and the head? Right there, the face. You got the glasses.
There. Yeah.
Right there. Boom.
Yeah.
Now watch the light go around his hat. That's when it disappears away.
It drops out for a couple of frames there.
Yes. I think it disappears like when cars go by, and then it reappears again.
I mean, before that, when it was here.
Like there. See, it's crazy right there.
Why I think that the Men in Black are fucking.
And this is when I was like balls deep into my recording too. And also around this time, like I swear I kept seeing my phone scroll when I had it set down all the time. It happened for like months. I thought I was losing my mind. Like in the corner of my eye, I'll see my phone just scrolling like crazy. Then I'll look over and it'll stop. But anyway, you see the face like phasing in and out. It looks kind of human.
Oh yeah,
Sometimes,
no, I can see
like,
the sunglasses and everything.
And then you see how broad the shoulders are, like how big it looks.
See, that's where it disappeared.
I see it. Okay, hold on. Oh, this is way better. You guys.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, we're watching.
Then it comes back. God, it gives me goosebumps watching this shit.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna rewind.
No, he's not there. Now, and then he popped back for a second.
He'll keep coming in and out. And see the light? Oh, you just had it. You had it on the perfect frame. There's a light that goes around his hat. It's crazy looking.
What is that?
There's a guy in the background, see, in a trench coat, and there's a black car. He just came out of nowhere.
I mean, I'm physically seeing right now the lights like going behind whatever that is and in the window. Like it's blocking out the light of whatever's driving by.
The window's
at least
open.
for that one frame. No, I see it. You get what I'm saying? Like you're seeing the light go behind it. So there's obviously something there that at least for a second is blocking out the light. Yeah, for sure. So I can see that. I can see. Yeah. I can see that. It doesn't always happen, but specifically in that part that Kari just played, like right before that, I saw you could
right there.
light.
You see the light around the hat. Back it up.
I saw
Where'd it go? Right there. See that light around the hat? See his face? Watch the light go around his hat right there. That's a light. It spins around his hat and he disappears.
And then you see the guy in the background standing there.
Yeah, like a lookout. That's fucking crazy. Like I say that's footage of Men in Black.
And is that his hand coming up towards the window right there? I
have no idea.
Kari, stop. Ooh, oh, you moved it. Damn it. It almost looked like his hand was like, I don't know, but I don't know. It was way far back.
Joe 5D wants to know your blood type. Maybe he wants to know if you're Rh negative.
I'm not sure what it is, but I know it's not that. It's something common.
Thank you,
I had it checked recently, but I totally forgot. So yeah, like I'm sleeping, like, and the crazy thing is this: if you look at this video, like in a regular version, it's only looking directly at my camera and not once ever looks at me while I'm sleeping on the couch. And I asked my landlord for his footage, and I showed him this. He's like, "Oh, it's just like a burglar." But what am I supposed to say? No, it's not. It's Men in Black. I got shit going on here. Like,
okay, even if it was a burglar, it's not okay. It's creepy.
But his camera
it's okay. It happens. Don't worry.
His camera showed like this is like middle of Philadelphia, so it was just. But his video footage showed nothing. He gave it all to me. We looked at it together, and that's when I was just like, "Oh shit!" I should have kept Men in his Black footage
for sure.
Just because the way the face phases, and like I never believed in them until I saw this, and that's usually what most of my footage is. It's videos of stuff I didn't believe in until I have it on video.
Thank you for this, Joe.
Could it just be a dude?
Certain Rh negative are targeted, and it's absolutely disgusting. So, like, that's a probability. I mean, who knows? What if you don't have a normal blood type and you've been lied to your whole life?
I believe anything at this point. I've seen so much stuff. Anything's possible.
Anything is possible.
Literally.
I truly think I actually really like this footage. I think it's creepy.
I'm going to say, regardless of it being Men in Black or not, there's a physical something that's there. And it's physical, and I see it on your camera. Now, I have no idea what it could be. I just don't. But there's...
Is there any reason other than aliens that someone would be in your driveway with a camera?
Or in the window. They're stalking him.
No, there's just a street. There's a street that went right across my front yard. So
no, I mean, like, is there any reasons why, other than aliens, why there would be someone in your driveway with a camera?
In your driveway, yeah.
No. There's like a grass hill right in front of my window, so they would have to like purposely be one to look in my window to even walk up there.
I was gonna say, it seems like this house was facing like a busy road and didn't look like it was like a neighborhood people just walked around in. So. Kari's asking because she's like, could there be, because it doesn't seem like a regular neighborhood where people just be like walking around or whatever. Like it looks like a well-lit area. You know what I'm saying? Like if there was people in your driveway, would the people driving down the road have seen it? Like, was it that visible?
As I think that happened around. It was midnight. You know, there were a couple of cars driving by. Like,
well, yeah, because you could see
visible,
them. Yeah,
yes.
you could see quite a few cars drive by. That's what I mean. You could tell it's a busy street that's there.
Yeah.
Look at it.
But they weren't on my landlord's camera, so who knows if they're visible or not.
I get what you're saying, but no, I don't mean like if that. But what I mean is like if you were driving by and someone was standing in your driveway, would you be able to see that?
Oh yeah,
like it's just kind of like open out there. So
there's no driveway. It goes like my window. There's a patch of grass, then it goes sidewalk, then street.
Okay, so you're like right there.
I lived in a row home, so if someone was standing in front of my window, everybody on the block would see. You know, it'd be clear as day.
No, there's someone's fucking stalking you. So, whether it's the Men in Black or not, that.
What the thing that sells me is like right here, like the face kind of morphs, and then you see it has like glasses on, but then you see a light go around the hat, and then when the light went around the hat, right there, that's what sold me. Like, it just makes sense. Like I just call it how I see it. That's what it looks like to me. It's just nuts. Like how do you explain a light going around someone's brim of their hat and then they vanish? That's not like a reflection from a car or something.
It didn't look like a normal light.
That's a dude standing there.
There's physically
after the fact.
Yeah.
Looks like he has a trench coat and a hat, right? Like he looks like a Men in Black, like typical. It looks like a black car. And when I looked at my landlord's footage, there's no car there.
It looks like he just lit a cigarette, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's what it looks like to me.
Looks like what?
Looks like he just lit a cigarette.
Yeah.
That's
like
what he was saying.
Like a lookout. Like it looks so textbook Men in Black in my opinion. It gives me goosebumps right now.
Yeah, I can physically see that person standing there. It looks like he's smoking a cigarette.
And then he's just like gone though. That's the weird thing.
So what do we think?
I don't know what to think about. Like I said, there is physically a person standing there. I have zero idea if it's an actual person or not, or any of those things. But there is something. You've caught something on there. You know what I mean? Like I physically see, and I see the man afterwards standing way more clear than I see the first one. Like I can physically see him. It almost looks like he's like leaning up against a car, like lighting a cigarette, having a look around. And it's literally right outside your window. I think that even if you were asleep, I think that you would have like heard a car. It looks incredibly close to your window. You know what I mean?
But the one thing that just throws it off for me is they never looked at me. Any human being looking in the window would turn and look at me. Not once they looked at me.
It didn't see. I didn't see. Yeah,
could it be the angle of the camera where it looks like they're looking through the window, but they're actually below because the camera's positioned kind of above the center line of the window, so it's
no. I actually went outside the next day to see how high that window was. And if I was standing outside that window where that camera is, you couldn't even see my head. The top of my head doesn't even reach the window sill.
So they wouldn't have been able to see you from the street.
No, the windows are so high you can't see into my living room from the street. Like the windowsill is probably over 6 feet tall, the bottom of the windowsill from the sidewalk. So you would have to be pretty damn tall just to stand there and look in.
Well, that's probably why they didn't look at you.
I say UFO yes, because we don't have another word for that. Should we? Because it's obviously not a UFO, but you know, we say UFO yes for
paranormal yes.
Paranormal. I say paranormal yes, and extra brownie points for keeping a clean house.
Oh, yeah, your house
I'd say
your house is pristine.
It's just balloons.
It's always just balloons, Kari. It's always just
balloons.
I know.
She's
no. Kidding. I think it's. I think it's an interesting one. Honestly, I really don't know what to think about that footage. It's very much.
And I know claiming Men in Black is like pretty extreme.
Yeah.
I claim that because all of my experiences the prior 20 whatever years plus everything I got on camera before that.
Yeah.
When I'm trying to work on getting everything together in one package. I think it's gonna be some crazy shit when I'm able to do that. But
you do a supercut, like cut all the fluff out. Just get the moments where stuff happens and do a supercut of all these things.
Yes,
I think it's better than most of the footage I have seen of supposed Men in Black. Like, there's that really stupid one where it looks like two dudes just walking into Target or whatever, and people were like, "It's the real Men in Black."
Yeah.
I think that this one is probably the best because I feel like they're really back there, but then they like disappear, and it's just.
I never thought they were real until I saw that video clip, and that's what sold me on it. If someone else showed me that, I might have said it was BS. Like if that was someone else's clip, I could personally say, I don't believe that. I do that still. I shouldn't. So I understand. So
everyone is UFO yesing it in the chat. So
that's good. Well, this next one I think is going to be pretty nuts.
You're all controlled by the AI, controlled by Osiris. I've decided.
Spooky wants to say the night at your house. I don't think so. After that,
it's real over here, man.
Well, no, because then you guys can take turns being lookout. You know what I mean? One you could sleep, the other one could sit in the fucking window and wait for him to show up.
I would make him sign a waiver for sure.
Right? Right? I'm not responsible for anything that happens to you here. All right, let's get the next one, guys. I'm excited for the next one.
Okay, let's do this. Xmas morning 2020. Let's do this.
Okay.
Okay, it's 30 minutes long. So do you want to like guide us?
You can speed up to maybe the last 10 minutes of the video. So
talk us through what's happening.
This is Christmas morning 2020. I woke up this morning, Christmas morning, and I for some reason decided to stick my camera outside. It's only the second time I've ever done this. And this is what I record now. And I've watched this video now. I've been watching it for 2 years, and I'm still finding evidence.
There's rain.
No, I'm not looking at the rain. I saw something like round in the background.
It's not raining. That's not rain.
Is it snow?
No, it's reflecting. It's not.
Like that center line, the reflection in the middle, that is a road.
That's an alleyway. That's across.
Yes, it's reflecting because it's wet.
Yeah, because it's wet though.
Yes. But the stuff in the sky, no.
Did I see
I have
something
a lot
green?
of screenshots of this. Yeah, that was my motion sensor. It picks up motion. So I have screenshots of beams of light that have people's faces and aliens' faces in them from this video. It took me a year and a half to find them because you have to go like frame by frame because this stuff flashes so fast. It's ridiculous.
What city was this in?
Philadelphia. Christmas morning. The time you see the timestamp, 6:50 in the morning. And you see, like, pay attention to, like, it looks like little flashes of lights in the sky, like the little light and stuff.
I was going to do the same thing, so that's why I know what you're doing. It's okay, Kari's investigating. Keep going. She's just pulling up background info.
I see someone's saying it could be bugs or aliens, so it's still aliens. Well, I have the screenshots to show you guys what looks like aliens in the sky, so I can share them afterwards. But
I will say, there's some things in the background I'm seeing that are mildly concerning.
It's the fine lines of light in the sky, the flickers of light in the sky.
There's random flashes going on that are interesting. Yeah,
they're the ones where I zoomed in.
There was a dot right now,
and I found two people's faces in the flash of light.
Okay. Was it like thundering or was any noise with the
nothing.
Rain?
This is a calm morning. It was Christmas morning. There's no bugs like that outside Christmas morning. You know what I'm saying? There's no rain.
There had to be an ass.
There was no rain.
No, it wasn't raining. No, this isn't rain. That's what I'm saying. These are what I believe are orbs, but I have 40 screenshots from this video where I can, prove that.
I'm not so concerned with the line.
I was like,
I'm not concerned with that. I know Kari's going to say that that's rain, and I understand
it's 100% rain. Yeah, no, it's 100% rain. Yeah,
but that's not the thing. It's the background of the sky.
I was like, yes, the background of the sky. I did see some weird flashes and stuff, but the most of what you're seeing on that camera is 100% rain. I've seen tons of rain videos. Yeah. You can tell by how it's going in a million different directions. That's how rain shoots. And
in real life, my job is to put cameras into storms.
Yeah, so Kari does weather.
That's literally what I do.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the background, girl.
What happened?
I get you the background as
No.
well, but like most of what you're seeing in that foreground stuff is 100% rain, and you could see it's showing you the times and how much it specifically rained in that area, and it was definitely raining during that timestamp.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's right here.
It's right, literally.
But what about everything else? I mean,
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I have no problem.
No.
You
I
got the
feel you.
proof right
I
in front of
definitely
me.
saw. I definitely saw some flashes in the sky, Brie. I understand you, but I think what everyone is talking about in the chat and stuff, the bugs and all that is rain that's happening right there. It's going in all those directions and all those beams. That is 100% rain. I was going to do the same thing Kari was. I was about to go look up the statistics of that area and what time it rained on Christmas morning, and I knew that she was going to do it too because she's the weather queen.
It was a 2-day event.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm glad you did that. You know, now I know.
I'm not saying that
it looks too chaotic.
I'm not saying that everything in that video is just taken off the table, but I do want to say that it was there is raining on that. There's raining on that video.
Let me get the video back now.
Let's get the video back now, and then you can also get your screenshots ready too.
Yeah, I have them ready.
That's why there's a reflection at the bottom there along the alleyway because
it's raining. Yeah.
It's raining.
So like those flashes way back in the sky, different. But all these things you're seeing flying across the front of the camera right now, that's all rain. That's all 100% rain.
Yeah, I saw one that looked like a dot, and it was so fucking weird.
And the ones
if
that
anything,
it's
that one that just did. Again, you want to look in the background of this video, not kind of the noise that you're seeing up front, but what's going on behind in the background, because this is all rain. And the reason it looks kind of like beams of light and stuff like that is just because of the setting on the camera, and you could see all the lights around. It's just illuminating what the camera's picking up, so it looks like it's a lot more illuminated than it isn't. If there was no light in this area, you actually wouldn't be able to see any of that rain on your camera because there would be no way for the camera to pick it up. Mostly in films and stuff, they actually they don't dump water when they make rain. They dump water and milk together. It's because they can pick up the milk on camera, so it looks like water. So that's why what you're seeing doesn't necessarily look and scream and jump out like rain the way that it is, but it's rain and then there's wind. That's why you're seeing it in a bunch of different directions. It's not falling down in a normal pattern. It's because there's a storm going on. And that's why Kari was asking about things like thunder and lightning and stuff as well. If that could explain some of the flashes and things that are happening inside of the background of this video. I didn't see anything about thunder. That's why Kari was asking you. Kari, did you see anything about thunder and lightning?
I didn't see any lightning reports. That could have been like rolling thunder as it came through.
That's crazy.
What kind of camera is this?
It's a Wise V3. No, at the time it's actually a Wise V2. This is my older camera.
Is it like weather protected? Like, is the lens just open, or is there like a cover over it?
It's basically like your typical Wi-Fi security camera, like a cube.
So they have the little.
Okay.
So it was like on my windowsill, and I kind of like closed the window to like hold it in place, and then then it's exposed outside.
I wish I had a camera like this.
It could just be refracted light further away in the rain where it's smaller.
Yeah, it's possible.
Or it could. The reason I ask about a lens cover is it could be rain impacting the lens cover and refracting out as it because they're normally like water resistant, especially if it's a security camera. So.
Yeah, but I will say there's some weird flashes way up in the background of this one. 1,000%. 1,000%.
Yeah, it's a little bit of everything, but the part about the rain makes sense.
Yeah. All right, why don't you show some of your screenshots, love? And let's see if we could decipher some of this.
Let's put this at double speed. I just want to see how fast the clouds are moving.
They're decently moving. They're not like running, but they're not.
They're not going that
That's
fast.
What I'm saying. There's some wind going on.
From this angle, south is kind of to the right.
Yes.
Yeah, to the right of the road would be south. Yeah, it's a pretty big storm. It's moving pretty fast.
All right,
that's what I'm saying. It's got a little pep in step. Oh, yeah. Let's put it up.
Today is science.
Super serious science show.
Super serious science show.
All right, can you guys see my screen?
Yeah, we can see your screen.
Yes, sir.
All right, awesome. All right, so this is one of the screenshots I took from that video, and I have a few things circled in the, in that beam of light right here. So I'm gonna zoom in.
Wait,
Oh,
we can't see it.
yeah, we only see like the
So you have to open it up and then share the program that opens.
Oh, I thought I
yeah,
did
because
that.
we're just seeing the
Sorry,
original
one sec.
screen.
No, you're
It's okay,
sharing the folder.
Yeah, close yours down and then reopen it, that specific tab once you get the video up.
All right.
I wish I had a giant camera on like the roof. Could you imagine? We'll get
Yeah, me
so much
too.
stuff.
I know, I agree, Brie, especially at your mom's house.
Oh, I should convince them to
Jeez.
get a camera.
You should.
I actually filmed some time lapses today. It's pretty fun.
Is outdoor cameras like that could withstand anything, especially if I want it on the roof? I'd want it facing to the sky.
Yeah, I'm sure that they make all sorts of that. Didn't you watch Nope? He literally bought it inside Nope. Those cameras.
I feel like it'd be so expensive.
All right. Are we good?
But I need
Okay, let me see. Pull you back up. Okay, yeah. We got you now. Bam.
Okay, nice. So this is a screenshot from the video we just watched, and I circled a few things I found inside one of those beams of light.
Oh,
So
I see the one on the.
So I'm gonna start zooming in. You can start seeing there's a woman's face in the top circle, and there's something else in the bottom circle, which I'm not even sure what that is, but I circled it anyway. But can you see?
I see something weird
the
on the
woman's
front.
face.
Yeah. Look to me more like Bart Simpson. Oh no, it has horns.
But you see the face,
It's
like
a
the mouth and the
goat.
eyes.
Yeah, and I actually see ears that are like this, and they're two perfect like black little triangles. Do you guys see that?
No.
I don't want to zoom in too far so it's too distorted, but I'm going to go about that far.
I'm not gonna lie, that looks like a llama to me.
I'm gonna say the devil. It looks like.
Tell me
you can
that's
see
not the
there's
trauma
something-
llama.
There's something
It's
there,
the
right?
trauma
And then
llama.
Yeah.
this
No,
thing
there's.
below
I
it.
think that there's something there, but I think that it's the devil.
And then the face below it, it looks weird, you know.
I think
Picture-
it's the devil.
And then so
yeah,
I'm
and
going to
what the
zoom
heck?
out, right? So that's why I find there's multiple pictures like this. But then I found this on the bottom, but might be hard to see. But there's a face in the center of the circle. So the top of the head would be pointing at 2:00, and the head is in the dead center of the circle. I don't know if you're able to make it out at all.
Hold on. Glasses.
Last.
It's even
I
hard to
realize
see on my
I'm really
computer.
straining my eyes. I was supposed to wear glasses anyway, but I'm like super straining it.
I have a
Ooh.
science word that I would like to use.
Tell me it's not pareidolia.
It is 100% pareidolia.
I thought that a minute ago, and I was like, no, I won't be the one to say
I
it.
was like, I don't
You
mean
know-
to say this, but I will say, so this is a phenomenon and every human does it. Our brains are wired in a way to see patterns and shapes. And one of the things is pareidolia, and we see faces inside of things. All humans do it. They do it with a million different things. We do it a lot with like mountains, right? We have a lot of mountain ranges that we say looks
That's
like
what
a
it
human
is.
face, and then they call it something. It's pareidolia. I'm not saying that that's 100% what's happening, but I do want to throw that science word out there and remind everyone again that we are all capable of pareidolia. We do it when we look at the clouds and we think we see shapes when they're not really there.
The first one got me. I think it's a goat.
The first one looked like a llama. I will not lie. It 100% looked like a llama to me. That did not look like a face. It
This
looked like a
is a-
llama.
This is a good example of pareidolia. So
It's
this is
100%.
this is not your brain is making this into a face.
That's not a uterus?
No.
Oh no.
My
Right.
argument is I have 2 years of stuff that looks exactly like this. There's no way I have 2 years of pareidolia. That's my only argument. I agree with it could be pareidolia.
But here's the thing. You've had pareidolia capable in your brain since you were born, though. So it's not that you've had pareidolia for 2 years, and it's not something that you do on purpose, or it's a subconscious thing. Your brain is just wired. Every human's brain is wired to make patterns and connections, and it's just something that we do on that one. So I just, like I said, I'm not saying that that's what you have or anything, but again, super serious science show. We have to throw that out there. It's not that pareidolia is a disease or something like, oh, I've had it for 2 years. It's just pareidolia is literally the way our brain is wired and how we as humans think about things.
Like when you stare at the clouds and you're like, oh, I see a dinosaur.
It's 100%. I see a dinosaur. I see an elephant.
I
see this.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's just our brain makes connections and things like that. That's just what all of human brains do. That's also why human brains are the worst kind of evidence collectors. Yep. Because they just our brains literally fill in gaps and make things up all the time. And that's just like, our brains are very weird and we don't understand how they work.
I think the first one for show.
Like again, I saw a llama. I'm with you on that one. I saw like the little ears like this, and it was like, I saw that. So that one for sure. The last one, not so much. I didn't see anything in it. First one, llama.
Well, hey, we've got
demon.
With our last 15 minutes, should we?
Okay, yeah. What video? What's the last video we want to watch?
I'm trying to pull it up right now.
Okay.
I'm having issues for some reason.
You're good. You're all right.
Oh my god.
The show's flown by.
No, it's gone by so fast. I need some video. I need some.
While we wait for him to do that, I'll show everybody one of the time lapses I made today.
Oh, of your weather time lapses?
Okay. I muted Jamie. I didn't get to mute Kari too.
You muted me. Rude.
Do you want us to add you to the stream? John, do you have one up?
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out.
He's figuring it out. When you get it up, just let us know and then we'll throw it up.
All right. It's just not working for some reason right now.
Do you have like a hard drive that just has like hella footage on it?
I might have it. Yeah, I think I have 170 gigs. I don't know if that's
Chad
a lot
says
or not.
Play the one where the aliens come into your living room.
I don't have one of those yet. All right, so can you see my screen?
Yes.
All right. So this video is one I took recently. What I did was I was recording outside and I was kind of finished. But what I did was I grabbed it at the last second with my hands and I just held it out my window for like not even a minute. And then I go back inside. So I'm going to show you screenshots later is what there's crazy shit in the sky. I'm not even going to explain what that is yet, but I also have a UFO on here. There's a bunch of orbs. So I'm going to play it real quick and I'll show you guys the screenshots. It happens so fast. He flickers the light. Mm-hmm. And then right there, it's hard to get.
How are you holding the camera?
Yeah, I was like, is that the front of your hand that we're seeing?
Yeah, that's like my fingers are actually around the camera. I just grabbed it and just stuck it right back out the window. Am I gonna be able to find it like this? No, I have to show the screenshot later. But there's a flicker of light over here on the right there that goes by. So I'm holding it and then I bring it back inside and then I just swing it around. And at the time, I have no idea that I'm even recording anything. I just had the feeling to stick it out my window real quick. Now I brought it back in. I'm sticking it back down where I usually put it. And then there's a few orbs that fly around here real quick while I'm in here. I'm closing the window. There one went by. So I'm watching like the footage on my phone right now.
That one for
I'm watching it. I'm watching it like live. There goes another one. There one goes right by my face. And like right here, I realized I'm watching I rewound the footage and watched it and realized there was orbs that flew by me. So I'm looking around like, what the fuck was that?
Do you turn and be like, who are you? What do you want?
I was like, hold on, wait a minute.
So yeah, that just happened.
So that was like a quick video, but all this stuff in the beginning here, these little lights and shit, I'm going to show you. To me, it's some crazy shit, but we'll look at it. So I'm going to pull up the screenshots for those.
Okay.
How is it we can never see orbs in like now time, but then through a camera, it's like other people can. I don't know. It's so weird.
Well, there's some people that can actually. They see them. They take pictures of them. They see them in color like during the day. It just doesn't work that way for me.
Yeah, I've had things like that too. People in the camera will be like, "Brie, an orb just flew by you," and I'll be like, "What?" And then people will send me videos of it, like, "Ew." Yeah.
So, is there a picture up on the screen right now? It has like 3 dots.
Yeah. No.
No,
No. Okay.
it's just the video still.
Okay. I gotta stop sharing that and then reshare.
Yeah, reshare a different one. Exactly.
I'll figure this out eventually. Okay.
The orbs
I'm good. So this UFO went by so fast that I was only able to capture it on camera for 4 frames. So these are the 4 frames that I captured. So this is zoomed in frame 1. You can see the three triangle lights right here.
Where are you pointing that? Is that up?
I don't know.
Down? Like, what orientation was the camera?
I have no idea. When I brought the camera in, I had the feeling just to grab it and just stick it right back outside. So I just grabbed it with my hand, I just ripped it up and just stuck my arm right out the window.
Like level, like this, or like up, or just level?
I held it out. I held it straight out like I would usually, but it was in my hand, so it could have been cocked in any direction. But I was trying to point it the regular way.
Well, I can tell from like the way how your hand is that.
Mm-hmm.
like this.
Yeah. So like out like that. So like it looks like it's pretty much straight on, like not going up into the sky, it's straight out.
Yeah. Like I kind of just stuck my arm like straight out. It was a weird feeling. I just grabbed it and stuck my arm out the window. So that's frame 1. This is frame 2, frame 3, frame 4. So I can go back and forth. You can kind of see. So that was the first one. This is the second one.
And this is in night vision, right?
Yes. And this was, I think this was around midnight. Oh.
1:45.
I don't know. Okay. That was close. And then this is the third frame. Still see the triangle shape. And then the last frame, it just kind of goes behind my hand. You only see 2 lights. And then it's gone. That's it. Just 4 frames. It's not even worth playing the video because it's like a flicker of light. So I slowed it down and I went frame by frame and took screenshots of each frame. So this is 4 frames of the second. I don't know if that's like half a second. I don't know how you would break that down, but
yeah.
Well, that gets into like what the frame rate and then the frame time per second. But have you considered this could be a stationary object and your hand is the one moving?
No. Because this first picture is the first frame. It's not visible anywhere else for the first time.
Are you able to show me like the frames before? Because it didn't just. I don't think it just appeared.
Yeah.
Because like that's already like in the middle of the frame. So like, are there frames of it entering into the frame or appearing?
You pull up the video again.
I'm curious if like, do you ever look at some of these videos and get a vibe for what they are? Like, does any
for some of them it's like immediate. It's like I already know what.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like I know what it is before I even start looking at it. It's like I already know. It's like it's weird.
Could it like? Do you think this is a interdimensional thing, or what do you feel like this video? What were the vibes that it gave you in the moment?
Well, I definitely had the feeling to stick my camera out the window. That's for sure.
When you follow those inklings, do you tend to get better footage when you like, do you get that feeling like, oh, I need to record?
Yeah. I mean, when I turn my camera on, I'm usually recording something, even if it's just a couple orbs. So I would say 90% of the time when I turn my camera on, I'm capturing something.
I think there's a certain type of experiencer that gets kind of like a download or something where they're like, I need to record now. And then they just follow it. And then, they listen to that part of themselves and then they get
like
weird.
This time is weird because I was done recording. Like I was bringing my camera in. I was ready to shut the window. I put it down and something was like, just grab it and stick it out right away. And I did that immediately. and this is what I captured. So I don't think it's a coincidence. I got the video back up and try to share it again. My laptop's being very difficult right now.
It's all good.
I have the Kari, do you want to share the last video until we get that one up?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
John's channel's in the chat.
Final video. Shadow person coming out of a light portal.
Oh, that's gonna creep me out.
Okay.
Skip to 3:20. There we go.
Oh yeah, this is like, oh, there it goes right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was it. So for this video, I'm at work, and
oh,
so this
you live
light
alone?
just at the time here, yes. And the light appears off camera, and you see a little short shadow run across. And you see a taller one kind of stand up and look at my camera, then it drops back down. Then, as you can see, the light just turns off on its own. I try to replicate that light while I was living there. I like shine flashlights under my door. I turn different lights on, and there's nothing that could illuminate like that anywhere near that side of the apartment. I didn't even have a lamp over there. So I try to debunk this before I shared it.
And there's orbs. Brandy said this one always freaks me out.
I almost moved out of here because of this one.
And the noises?
Yeah, everyone asks me what that is. I never pay attention to the audio of any of these videos. I'm so locked into what else is going on. Did you go back to the three?
Carter's trying to listen to the audio. I can tell. Yeah.
Because I used to think in the
look at that.
I used to think in the beginning that it was my neighbors walking upstairs, but then like 8 months in, I realized that I've never heard them stomp around like that since I've lived there, and it wasn't them.
There's so many orbs.
Oh, I have videos that have hundreds and hundreds. We should watch one of them at the very end real quick. They're pretty good.
Yeah, you should put that one on next.
As far as the audio, I always thought it was like my neighbors walking around, and I realized it wasn't. So a lot of these videos, I have the audio turned off. I don't even record the audio.
Audio is important.
Audio is so important. We love videos that have original audio because original audio is always so telling of things. We hate when people put like music over videos and shit like that.
I don't care. They like their audio. It doesn't affect my opinion. Let's watch the other orb one. That one was good.
We'll watch that one as our last one because we got 3 minutes.
Yeah.
What's it called? Is there like a name to it or something so we can find it?
Yeah, it's like 25.
You have a dog?
20. I do where I'm at now, yeah. Not where I was living there, no.
Okay.
The video is called 25 Minutes of Orbs on my channel.
Damn, 25 minutes of just like a fucking ghost party?
Yeah, let's say there's a blizzard in my living room.
You go to work and they all come out and they're just like
Well, I figured I've been doing this for like 2 years, so for me between midnight and 5 in the morning, midnight and 7 in the morning is the best time to record.
Yeah.
Any other time of the day, I get nothing. So sometimes I'll be here, I'll turn my camera on, I'll go to the bathroom, and when I'll leave, 2 orbs will shoot by, and I'll come back and check the footage. I get rid of probably 10,000 files a month. I just throw away. I have nothing but
nothing. Yeah.
There's a couple hundred.
Website, and then get a website and toss all your videos on there, and then invite other people that have all those cool programs.
It's hard because this stuff's like literally happening like in real time, so I'm constantly recording, constantly looking at stuff. Like I'm so zoned in, No.
You need to get a TikTok.
You put the videos on TikTok.
Put them videos on TikTok. I'm telling you.
You got it, Kari, my lover? You got it.
And there's a lot of people
I thought you were
that are on there.
No, why would I get it with my garbage ass file?
I don't know. You guys sounded like you were looking for it.
I thought you were looking for. You were like typing and doing things. I just assumed you were fucking doing your Kari shit.
We're like the Waltons right now, so it's okay.
Get into TikTok, Joe.
Is it the Waltons? what's your channel? Where did it go?
With the videos that we sent
Wait,
you,
who's-
just click on one of them.
RICANHAVOC215.
I know we've done all three. The ones you sent me.
No, I know. That's to say, if you click on it though, it should take you to his YouTube.
Okay, yeah. I'm just opening.
You got it.
There we go.
That Chinese spyware. Yeah, it is. It is. I'm spying on the Chinese.
They probably have that in your clothes anyway, and tags
Exactly.
in your clothes.
What was it
We're
called?
all being
20
recorded by
minutes of
everything.
orbs?
25 minutes of orbs.
25 minutes of
Oh, there
orbs.
we go. I got it.
I just think it's a great idea because you can post like so many of those videos, and then there's a lot of people on there. Actually, I think there's like they scout people for things, you know.
Aww.
Someone might want to take all
watching
your stuff.
Pinocchio on Disney Plus, and I'm watching Butch stuff. Love it.
Wait. 1 second.
Again, so clean.
So clean.
My house looks nothing like that.
Oh shit!
Here,
Look at that.
this isn't the right
What
one.
is that?
I put the link in the private chat. I'm sorry.
Isn't that?
Oh,
Links in
okay.
the private chat. I just sent it.
Get a car.
I'm so terrible at
Cars
labeling my
are
shit and being organized. It's so bad.
These are good too, though.
There
Oh
we go.
hell. Okay,
This is
yeah.
what I was
See,
looking
it's not
for.
fucking snowing in there. There's not enough bugs in the world.
It's a little
That
messy
could
on
do
that
that.
morning, but yeah, someone tried to tell me this is dust. I was like, listen, I would be dying in there. Like there'd be dust everywhere.
Yeah, it's I would say dust if a few things were going here or there, but this is a lot. The only thing I can think of a possibility, but it looks like you don't have central air, as I was going to say, if you had central air and the vent was up above
Nice.
this,
But it's
but
not.
I can see that you have an old school air conditioner inside the window, so it's definitely
Yeah.
it's not pushing it that far away in
And
the room. That kind
I
of
also
dust.
want to mention, if you see the lamp in the back corner, in front of that lamp, I have like a HEPA filter that used to run in this living room. So
All the
it's
time.
sucking all the dust and shit all the time, 24/7. I was supposed to
Mhm,
make
I
a
had them
project out of
too.
this and haven't done it. So that kind of eliminates the dust theory, at least for me, because I know it was there and running.
I'm not
No, for
convinced
sure.
it's dust on this one. Like I said, I could understand if there was a vent up above you and you had central air, but that's on the other side of the room. It would make sense if that AC was, for how fast everything is going and moving, it would make sense if you were right next to the AC and it was blowing in the air, but that's the other side of the room. It's
And
not
the
blowing it
HEPA
that hard.
filters.
I
The
have
HEPA
like 30
filters, too.
videos like this, probably of just stuff like this, just the room just being filled, and the motion sensor just going crazy trying to track
Crazy.
everything.
Have you ever gone and seen like a psychic or like a medium or
Yeah,
something?
like a medium.
I spoke with one,
I think you should.
privately,
It's,
like
you know,
online.
it's a
but
little. If you dip your
but
toes
this-
in the womb, I'm telling you. I mean,
You'd be surprised, yeah.
I would be interested to find out if you have a connection to something, or if maybe at one point you lived somewhere that had some type of portal you didn't know about, and then
Well,
they get
this is
attached
what
to you.
made this crazy. Like originally, I thought it could have just been with where I was living. Like I thought it could have been like the apartment, but
But
I
it's
just
followed
recently
you.
been
Yeah.
recording here.
That's why I think
And
it could have followed
the
you.
same
That's
pattern.
Followed
like,
you. Hitchhiker syndrome.
oh hell yeah, that
it
happens.
either follows me or it's everywhere. It's one or the other.
One or the other. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right,
That's my
John.
suggestion for
Yeah.
the day. I think John needs to go see a psychic medium and find
Yeah,
out.
I
like,
think you 100% need to go see a medium. 100%. Justice.
what if you
Lou.
are a medium and you just
Wait,
needed
which
to
Lou?
know?
Jimenez. I always say his last name wrong. Jimenez.
Justice for Lou Jimenez.
Jimenez. There you go. Jimenez.
Jimenez.
I don't know. I can't say J's in Spanish because, you know what I'm saying? I'm not good at it. I
Do you
know
guys
that
get my
double L's
vibe,
are
though?
Y's. No, 100%. I think you should go see either like a palm reader or a fortune teller, or no, 100%. You need to go in there with a completely open mind, barely say anything to her, don't show a lot of emotion, and just see what the fuck she says.
She's like, I see orbs.
And then you're like, and then but you can't like raise your eyebrows or anything and be like, what? Just dead face her and just see
Right.
what she says. Because you gotta, because I will say some psychics are fake psychics and they read just purely off of body language. Like you say, they'll say, oh,
Yeah.
I'm getting an inkling of a grandma, and your fucking eye twitches, and they're like, oh, I'm on the right track, and they follow it. So you
Uh-huh.
have to be like fucking. I'm gonna tell. One time, me and Brie went to the Renaissance Fair. You remember Brie? And she tried to read my fortune, and I was a fucking. You remember that? And
Yeah, I know, I remember.
I was a stone ass wall, and she was just saying all. She could not, for the life of her, read me, and I was just like,
Good to know. All right, I'm out of here.
I literally, and it was like so funny because even Brie got the vibe. She was like, "Yeah, that was," and I was like, "No, that was literally nothing." I was like, and I purposely gave her no information because I was just like, "I'm not gonna fucking raise an eyebrow, nod my head yes or no." It was just kind of like like the Indian culture where it's like I was like,
you let us know
the whole
if you end
time.
up doing that. I have a feeling.
Yeah,
like,
please.
You're going to get some interesting feedback. And thank you so much for joining us today
you,
and for letting us go through your videos. I was pleasantly surprised.
It was much fun.
It was fun.
What's doing here?
What the hell is even that?
Your soul is now collected here.
I don't think we have any other shows this week, so we don't have anything to plug. John, do you have anything to plug to the masses out there that you want to plug?
No, I'm just kind of spontaneous. Whenever I record something worth sharing, I just share it. So who knows?
Yes, and everyone go to his YouTube, follow it so you can get live updates on what he's looking at. And we'll see you guys. We'll see you guys.
Thank you again, John. Thank you so much for joining us.
We love everybody.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Happy weekend.